There was a time when I genuinely believed lying was simply a problem of honesty. That if you were honest, you told the truth, and if you weren't, you lied. Simple, right? At least that's what I believed. Then, one seemingly ordinary afternoon, I almost lied. It wasn't a life-changing type of fabrication, no police interrogation, no courtroom, and no headlines. Just one question from someone on the other end of a phone. The truthful answer would have been awkward, but the lie would have somehow made my life easier. No one would know. No one would get hurt. Well, at least that's what I told myself. In just a few seconds, I built the lie in my head. It was convincing, believable, and harmless, so much that I had almost convinced myself. Then something unexpected happened. Then a question appeared in my mind. Not, is lying wrong? I already knew the answer. Not, what will people think? That was actually already part of the problem. It was a different question, one I had never asked myself before. I sat there in silence while the phone remained against my ear. The question was simple. What exactly am I trying to protect? Then everything stopped. Not because I suddenly became more honest, because I didn't immediately know the answer. So I waited. Then it came. I wasn't protecting the truth or another person. I wasn't even protecting the situation. I was protecting me. More specifically, I was protecting the version of me I wanted someone else to believe. My reputation, my image. Suddenly, the lie looked different. It wasn't the problem. It was the shield. That realization disturbed me, because if lying was only a shield, what was it shielding? That question stayed with me long after the conversation ended. Days later, I found myself replaying it in other situations. Why had I exaggerated what I told that person? What was I protecting? Why had I hidden that mistake? What was I protecting? Why did I become defensive when someone criticized me? What was I protecting? The answer was always the same. It was something I believed was too valuable to lose. Sometimes it was approval, comfort, pride, or the need to appear competent. The behavior changed, but the treasure didn't. Then another thought occurred to me. If my lies were protecting something, what were my truthful moments protecting? When I admitted I was wrong, what was I protecting? When I kept my word even though it cost me, what was I protecting? When I refused to compromise my integrity, what was I protecting? The answer surprised me even more. The truth was protecting something too. It was protecting my conscience, my integrity, my character, and my relationship with God. Suddenly, I wasn't looking at honesty anymore, but at two competing loyalties. One loyalty wanted to protect my image. The other wanted to protect my integrity, and neither of them disappeared. I simply chose which one would carry the greater weight, and that's when everything I believed about loyalty began to change. For years, I thought loyalty meant standing by people. Now I began to wonder if loyalty was something much deeper. What if every decision I made was quietly protecting what I believed mattered most? What if every promise I kept, every promise I broke, every sacrifice, every compromise, was simply revealing the answer to one question? What has become too precious for me to betray? That realization followed me everywhere, into my conversations, my business, my friendships, my faith, my marriage, and even into moments where no one else was watching. I stopped asking, should I do this? Instead, I started asking, what loyalty will this decision protect? And then a second question naturally followed. What loyalty will it betray? I wish I could tell you that it made my decisions easy. It didn't, but it made every decision meaningful and honest. Because I finally understood that I wasn't choosing between truth and lies, but between treasures. And whatever became my greatest treasure would eventually shape the person I became. Today, I no longer believe the greatest danger is becoming disloyal. I believe the greatest danger is giving your highest loyalty to something unworthy of it. Because loyalty has never been the problem. Loyalty is simply the unwavering expression of the heart's highest treasure. The only question is, and you don't have to answer right away, what has your heart decided is too precious to betray?